Hi there, it's Lisa Chell from Modern Vegan Family, and welcome to Chell's Kitchen, where today we're going to be making Asian-inspired rice wraps. And the reason I'm not classifying them necessarily as Thai rice wraps or any other specific culture is that I do my own twist on them to make them practical and easy and doable, yet still very, very delightful. Now, you've probably seen rice wraps before, lots of lettuce and things wrapped quite tightly. One of the things that I love about making rice wraps is they don't have to be perfect, and you don't have to be perfect, and I don't have to be perfect to make them and enjoy them and have them look really awesome and taste really great. Now, another thing that I really love about rice wraps is they give you lots of flexibility to use ingredients that you may enjoy more than I do. So today I've assembled ingredients that I really like to put in a rice wrap, and of course there's lots and lots of flexibility for what you can add or subtract depending on your own taste. So let's make the filling first, and then I'm going to show you how to prepare the rice wrap itself. So today I started with lots and lots of finely chopped lettuce. So what I love to do with the rice wraps to make them very easy to do is, instead of trying to layer all the vegetables in strips and wrap around them, and then they often break and they fall apart and then you get frustrated and never want to build them again, I adopted a little method that I saw one time when I bought a rice wrap at a farmer's market in Oahu. So they chopped all the ingredients really, really small. So this is about a half a head of leaf lettuce. Leaf lettuce is softer to use, so I like to use that. And then I chopped really small about half of a red pepper. There's a little bit of orange pepper in there too. I had some left over. I put that in there. And then I chopped fine some extra firm, organic, non-GMO tofu. And just because tofu tends to absorb all the flavors it's surrounded with, I squirted a little bit of soy sauce on there and a little bit of sesame oil just to give it that Asian flavor, so it soaks that up a bit more. So that's a fairly small dice. That was about a half a brick of tofu. I used one small zucchini and I shredded it up because I had some zucchini in the fridge. I love purple cabbage in these because it's so colorful, and you'll find that once you make these wraps it looks like you're eating the rainbow. But again, all of these things can be substituted for many other different vegetables depending on your like. I shredded 2 small carrots, and then I took about a third of a head of cilantro and I chopped it really fine, and a couple stems of green onion. So cilantro you'll find in a lot of Asian cooking, but if you really hate cilantro, you can substitute it. So here I am. I put it all in a bowl. It's all very finely chopped. Look at that rainbow of colors. I mean, it's really, really beautiful. And these flavors tend to taste excellent together. I see I'm slopping a little bit outside the bowl. That's okay. Rice wraps are a little bit messy. They're a little bit messy. Well, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Now, before we go on, I'll talk a little bit about different ingredients. So, any of these ingredients can be taken out, new ones can be substituted in. Other vegetables that go beautifully in rice wraps are finely chopped bok choy, or even green cabbage, peanuts, chopped peanuts, finely chopped mushroom, onion, let me see what else. Parsley, you could take out the cilantro and put in parsley. Pretty much any vegetable. All the raw vegetables go wonderfully together. So this happens to be what I have in my kitchen today and what we really like. So these are the ingredients today. Oh, another thing you'll often see is chopped up cooked rice noodles. So fine vermicelli noodles they'll put in here. So that's another addition that you can, and I've done that many times. Today, not so much. I'll set that to the side, and let's get to the rice wraps themselves. I'm going to push this out of the way, get all the messy stuff out. So I'm going to bring over my cutting board. I put about a teaspoon of oil on my cutting board, and I'm just wiping I can speak, I do have a tongue. I am wiping the oil in. The rice wraps, once they're wet, get very sticky. So season your board, and you avoid that problem. As you can see over here, I have a saucepan that's got some water that I've got on simmer, so it's nice and hot. This is just my method. You'll probably see other people's methods. This is the one that works best for me. And I'm putting in a shot of vinegar. Any vinegar will do. Putting in a shot of vinegar. The vinegar tends to soften the rice wrap and make it easier to work with. So let's begin. In our store, in our little town, I found round rice wraps. You might sometimes find rectangular ones. Doesn't matter, they all work the same. You can see I just checked that it's the integrity is good, there's not cracks in it. And what I do is I avoid sticking my fingers in the hot water. Definitely do not want to burn my fingers, but I just dip the rice wrap halfway in and let it sit for a second. And then I lay the other half of the rice wrap on top, just so you can start to feel it's getting soft. Definitely want it soft. Then I lay it out on my, this side I can feel needs a little bit more in the water. There we go. You get a feel for it after making them, and I still ruin them no matter how many times I make them. So never feel bad about ruining them. You just eat them however they look. Then I take a nice kind of spoonful, put it in the middle. You can see this is much easier than layering a bunch of pokey vegetables. Take this half that's closest to me and I fold it over. The rice wrap is sticky. It's going to start already sticking to itself on the other side. Then I take this end and I bring it in. Take this side and I bring it in. And then I tightly wrap it forward. And then because the wrap is wet, and it's got some vinegar on it, it's soft, it sticks to itself. Now look at that already. Beautiful wrap, nice color in there, looks very appetizing. Then when we set it in the bowl, it's really nice not to touch it to the other rice wraps because it will stick and they'll pull apart. Let's make one more. So just dash it in the water, give it a good chance to get soaked, and it starts to soften. You want them softening. Lay it out on the board. Oh, these look really great. I did have some taste testers earlier, so I can tell you they're pretty good. And we put a scoopful, just making sure that all the ingredients are in the middle. They're not going to affect how well it seals. I bring it over, then I bring it to the side, bring one in from this side, and then I tightly roll the wrap forward. So you can see another beautiful rice wrap. So imagine a bowl full of these or a nice platter full of these, excellent for parties. People feel really special when you make these rice wraps for them and they taste really delicious. I tend to make a coconut peanut sauce. That's going to be another video and you're going to want to watch that one following this one. But let's take just a little taste. So you put some sauce on it and take a little schmeck. Mmm. Mmm, 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 mmm. I'm going to have cilantro in my teeth. I know it. So there you go. Easy, easy, easy Asian-inspired rice wraps. Come back. There we go. Come back to the channel. I'm putting up more videos all the time. Please subscribe. Please share. Love you. Peace, love, and plants. Green stuff in my teeth.